Being the president of our sport certainly is humbling. It's a true reflection on where we've been in the last 12 months, where we're headed in the next 12 months. And for myself, it's certainly just a privilege. There's plenty of exciting things that we've achieved, and we're starting at the back end, and you'll hear me always talk about our policy, our procedures. If we can get the back end of our sport just ticking along a little bit better, all those changes certainly make for the front end of our sport, which is dealing with our associations, our clubs and our athletes in total, so much better for the future directions of our sport. The last 2 years have been significantly challenging. What probably worries me, and I'm sure it worries everyone the most, is the return to sport. How we get people back playing sport. How do we get them not used to playing sport on a Saturday or their competitions, back to being engaged with softball and playing in our normal regular seasons again? I think I get a lot of personal reward out of being a volunteer in sport. I find that the challenges are huge at times. The competing demands are huge at times. But it's working through, it's listening to people, it's listening to our associations, our clubs, listening to people at the park like I am today, just about where we need to go. Are we doing things right? Can we do things differently? They're all of the challenges that we face, but we need to listen. We need to take on board where we need to head, but importantly understand where we've been so that we try not to face those same problems again. I've enjoyed it. So starting at Clubland in Wagga Wagga, watching my kids play, to being that dad on the hill, how do I become that person that can contribute to the sport? That was a real challenge for me to start off with, because I'd never played the sport. I wasn't aware of how fun it was. Have I still played the sport? No, but I've certainly enjoyed the administrator role within our sport. That's from working in the canteen to mowing the lawns at our local association to marking the diamonds, right through full spectrum now to becoming the board member and to become the president. The journey has been probably the best part of 20 odd years, but it's rewarding every day. There's something we can do every day within our own lives just to make that little bit of difference. Being a volunteer is not easy. You don't know where to start, and sometimes you don't know where to finish. But what you do need to remember all the time is that little bit of difference you can make to either a child's journey or an adult's journey, or making a difference, whether it be helping in your canteen, learning how to score, learning how to coach, umpire. There are so many roles within our sport that they are exciting. You mightn't think you can do it, but once you approach people that do know how to do it, that can do it, I'm sure that journey becomes pretty exciting. Softball is for every age. We can be 4, we can be 80, we can be 90 years of age. We can still find a place or a way to play our sport. And when you finish playing, there's always the opportunity there to give back to the game or to contribute to the game again by being that volunteer. Being a leader is difficult, but listening to people that have been involved in the sport for a long time is easy. It's really important as a leader to take on lots of different views, different opinions, digest them, work through them, but work out what your end goal is as well. Make sure that you're working towards benefiting the sport or bettering the sport rather than change just for simply change's sake.